here we go. We are live in game number 1 between IncaUna and Nogano. We are on this time on Famenville Master League. We have IncaUna as USF, Fielding Airborne Company, Rifle Company, and Recon Support. On the other side, we have Nogano as Oster going straight for Jäger Infantry. As all other Master League maps, we got a slight rework there, certain areas got reworked, but to be fair, I don't even know what parts of Famenville got reworked.
A new Grenadier squad is ready.
But that shouldn't be the end of the world. Where's the Master League thingy? I know that, I think every map had that, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's not that much important. Standard build order from both players. It looks like IncaUna is not going for the straight instant pick for support company. Recon support company.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
We might see some rifle company. Sandbags coming down on the fuel point by Nogano, firing it off right away, probably with the shift click queue earlier. Pretty much standard gameplay there. Slight odds in favor of Nogano, I would say. But I'm not sure how the recent training sessions between IncaUna and Nogano ended. I know that IncaUna, I think, won a here and there game, but not constantly. So let's see how this will play out. Nogano has a strong focus on the fuel point towards IncaUna, and also a few units over here. And getting now the second Grenadier, or the third Grenadier over here. By the way, I said nothing unusual is happening here. That's not 100% true. Nogano is playing no MG build order from Austria. You don't see that often anymore. So this will be definitely interesting. But on the other hand, it can cause some risks there to get overrun that easily. But with 4 Grenadiers, it should be more easy to hold map, since you have just more bodies. Riflemen pushing towards those Grenadiers, but I think they are in green cover, so they will lose this engagement with the recon support for sure. Here we go, full retreat there. No double decap on the field for Nogano. Incoming, Pioneer has to go home. Double Grenadiers though coming in to support.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Might be, yeah, I don't know. Nogano's build order is really interesting. Are we going to see a full G43 Garand build order? Or why is the reasoning to skip the MG42? Like, everyone considers the MG42 to be so strong that skipping it feels off without the certain gameplay. Meanwhile, we have now the Lieutenant on the field. We have 2-2 already coming up from Nogano, but he's still a little bit far off from the 2-2-2. So it won't come out that soonish. Will Inca get the fuel cap before he has to retreat? 50 cal by the way on the way from IncaUna. Rifleman should retreat. Yes, here we go. And yeah, double fuel will be in control soonish again, I think, for Nogano, or with the support coming in there. 50 cal now hits the field. Fuel gets decapped. 2-2-2 is now an option for Nogano. Full retreat there for Nogano as well. Stewart is still a little bit off, especially considering that he didn't take up for Mechanized Platoon Command Post yet. 2-2-2 now in the queue. Mechanized Platoon Command Post now getting unlocked. Generally speaking, Nogano has great map control so far, and you can really see it with the amount of pressure that he puts on the Inca, that he doesn't feel comfortable with it. Stewart 2-2-2 will be on the field for a long time without any counter. We have meanwhile Matt Bunker coming up from Nogano. Nogano is in a pretty comfortable position at the moment, having a decent control over the map. Only not controlling this point, which hurts him a little bit at the moment, since he theoretically should have the same amount of map control than Inca, but he doesn't have it due to missing one point being capped. But I think that it's something you can ignore at the moment, since he had double fuel income for a long time. Or Inca rather had no fuel income at all, which is probably more realistic than Nogano having a long time double fuel, since 2 points were more decapped. We have now 50 kills setting up and covering the fuel point. Here we go, suppression kicks in. The Grenadier trying to get around there, but should not be enough. They should retreat. Yeah, they're now red pinned and should go home. 2-2 coming forward. We have already bazooka on the lieutenant, which shows that IncaUna is aware of this 2-2 threat, or were earlier aware of it. 2-2 now reveals itself though. Stewart though is soon an option there. Lieutenant has a hard time to get into position there, but the suppression of the 50 cal helps a lot there. And the Reactlon gets into the building against the Grenadier, will probably keep up the suppression. Stewart now on the way, and 2-2 has to run away. But did a nice amount of damage there, forces of the 50 kill. Is no home. Firing off this building side, nice to deny the entrance there for Nogano. And it's being good at the moment for Inca, right? He weathered the storm. Now has all the tools on the field to deal with it. Nogano though has an AT gun off the field, so he knew or knows that there's a Stewart coming. But still, no MG42 build hurts a lot. Lieutenant runs into an ambush of the Pioneer. That's really nice to see. And here we go. Rifleman has to go home. Stewart now in a good position. AT gun not even close by. Get some nice damage done, but might get snared. Nope. 50 cal has to retreat. Ambulance on the way from Inca. AT gun now into position. Stewart has to be careful. AT gun is setting up. Will get one shot at least in, maybe a second shot. 2-2 is coming in. And second shot connects to... Ooh, Stewart might go down. But no. Really, really close there. Could have been game ending there right now for Inca if he got unlucky there with the penetrations from the 2-2. Meanwhile, we have now the map control shifting into favor of Nogano, getting the side of IncaUna being kept or getting kept again. But on the other hand, we have a small harassment going on from IncaUna on this side. Slight mismicromanagement there, vaulting over the green cover instead of sitting behind it, or did he bugged in there and then was afraid to lose the rifleman there if he panic retreated. Rifleman now has to go home. Fuel not connected, which means no fuel income for IncaUna at the moment, but he will soon cap the ammo point, and that means at least for a few seconds fuel income. Stewart coming forward. We have now the first G43s being used. AT gun misses and hits the well over here. But still, no fuel control for Inca. And in the long run, not having fuel as USF hurts you a lot. Aztec had like play low-key without constant fuel control, but USF, as I said in the said prior, USF kind of wants to win the tank or medium tank race, get the tank on the field earlier, or at least at the same timing. And if Oscar controls the few points, or at least is able to decap them most of the time, they will slowly push ahead. And then you are forced to go into captain. And USF players normally don't want to go into captain, since it delays your tech even more. And it's a really expensive what is Inca doing? Don't show your butt to a 2-2 and an AT gun.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
At least VP control is kinda okayish for Inca. He didn't drop a single VP so far, but it's something that can change really, really quickly. Because I think Nogano's not even prioritizing resources. But I think Nogano's not doing a mistake, not capping this point. Oh, it might be a dead engineer. Should be fine, yes.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Because no overtime, let's say 10 minutes, missing 3 fuel per minute, it hurts. And how long, even longer, when the game progresses longer and longer and not capping this point, it's fuel that you miss out. We have a nice tailor, by the way, from Nogano there, but let's see if Inca will keep his super close to his light vehicle. It's a really defensive tailor mine as well, so I think it's unlikely that he will hit it, at least anytime soon. And yeah, we have, by the way, now finally an MG42 on the field for Nogano. Suppression from a 50 kill there, second 50 kill on the field as well, setting up. Overall, it's not looking that bad for IncaUna, I have to say. It's not looking particularly good either, but at least he's holding and able to cope with the pressure. Nogano only no capping this point, a little bit late, could have gotten more fuel income, but that's fine. Nogano, by the way, already taking up or tagged up for tier 3. We have, meanwhile, Inca not even close for taking up into major. We have the airdrop combat group on the way. Or not air group, we have an AT gun drop. So Inca opt for airborne company. So he said, okay, I'm behind in fuel. I need an AT gun, but I don't really want to invest my little fuel in car. Oh, 2-2-2, I killed her. One more shot. 2-2 might go down. Nope. That was really lucky there from Nogano. But yeah, to finish my point, Inca was like, yeah, I don't want to use my little fuel that I already have for back in the tank race. But I still need an AT gun, so I will go for airborne company. By the way, more and more double bars are coming in. One squad just missing with the upgrade there. And I'm not sure how well G43 Grenadiers perform against double bars. And it feels like the pressure is slowly shifting into the favor of Inca. He's doing a lot of damage. Double AT gun, by the way, on the field. We have Hamo on the MG42. And that's this time definitely a dead engineer. If he's chasing. Yes, not even needed to chase, gets the wipe. Now without wipe he is not able to repair his tier 2, so tier 2 will be out of action for a really long time. MG gets forced off. 50 cal will fall back, we'll probably even full retreat. Here we go, where's the second 50 cal? 50 cal moving over. And triple cap on the way for Inca. Let's see if he's able to hold it. 50 cal will soon be in position there. And get the suppression over here. Here we go. Here we get the suppression. Or not. Will he get the triple cap? Probably not, but at least double cap. That's something. Stewart still over here. AT gun out of position. Late reaction from Nogano. Will Inca get the wipe? If Inca's able to steal the AT gun, that would be catastrophic for Nogano, but nope, it's in the arc there. But we have no nades. Nogano, Inca now attacking up with double fuel. He's not that unhappy about that. Nogano though now has enough fuel for a P4, but he's lacking a little bit of manpower there. And generally speaking, at the moment he's really lacking. He's losing a lot of manpower there. He's not able to keep his forces on the field. It's like, it feels really like that Inca has now the pressure there. But he's still behind. Only Major now coming on the field now and still lacking a little bit of fuel for his Sherman. So he will have to play without a tank for a long time, and P4 will be soonish on the field once Nogano has the fuel, and then the pressure will probably swing again into the favor of Nogano. But keep in mind, Inca has an AT gun, so it's not the end of the world. 8 MG gets forced off. Did we saw already a grenade, or is still Nogano not knowing that fact there's a grenade? Meanwhile, we have the casual MG house usage of from IncaUna on Famous Will, where the MG is in the house and now basically blocks the whole middle area. And that gives a really hard time Nogano to get out of the field. Triple cap now running, double fuel also on the way. 2 points being decapped, which is also one cutoff, which denies another point. The resource income at the moment not looking particularly well for Nogano. AT gun moving forward. And the rifleman's over there going for the kill, probably. Those are a lot of firepower. Grenade. Ooh, it hurt a lot. One rifleman, full retreat there from Inca, panic retreat. But probably a smart move. Double fuel now under control there for Inca again. That will close the gap till the Sherman will hit the field. P4 now on the field. And yeah, but there's an AT gun on the field. AT gun though has to fall back. No snare close by. AT gun a little bit out of position. Setting up. Might get the shot in. Here we go. No rifleman close by. Lieutenant maybe should move. Can't move because of the MG42 there. AT gun might get decrewed. AT gun is setting up again. P4 is running away. Might get the second shot in. Yes, here we go. So not the worst engagement there from Inca. And it looks like Nogano lost again his engineer, rebuilding Pioneer again. That means the P4 will still be out of commission for a longer time. Especially keep in mind, not having a Vet 2 Pioneer will increase the repair time even further. At least it looks like Nogano will decap one fuel, which means no double fuel income for IncaUna for a bit of time, but still one fuel control under firm control there. Stewart coming in, getting some damage done. AT gun misses. Sherman now in the queue. It looks good in my opinion for Inca at the moment. Second fuel point from Inca gets no decap. Finally it's happening. And we have a reactor with flame, and that's really nice to see. So even things got even worse there for him. For Nogano losing the flamer and now giving it the control to Inca. The rifleman's doing some nice damage there, but the MG42 sitting on the fuel point is feeling comfortable. Maybe should go around here, harass there, putting the AT gun in this area, forcing the AT gun and MG move because there's a Steward. Something like that might be too risky too, so makes sense not to be doing dumb things there. I see focusing the focusing the sandbags with the bazooka so the MG can pin the grenadier there. Nice move there, nice micromanagement there from Inca. Second Pioneer now on the way from Nogano. Grommet finally on the field. One AT gun is on the other side of the map. This AT gun is over here, gets a nice shot in thanks to the spotting of the 222. Sherman gets forced back, but due to the bazooka, the P4 can't really pursue. AT gun also in a nice positioning, sitting there. MG getting some suppression going, but now retreating. But did Nogano spot the AT gun? If he can get the AT gun, that will be really helpful there.
To steal our sector.
Maybe drop in a second AT gun now just to keep up the pressure. But it looks like it. Nope. Grenadier jumps into the building there, but Rifleman in green cover should win it over the long term. But Nogano obviously just trying to delay there and diverging forces from Inca over this side. Fuel being decapped. Both players at the moment having no fuel control under control. 2-2-2, no came over and force off the Rifleman. Grenadier force off the 50 kill. So pressure looking again really damn fine for Nogano, but double cap from Inca running again. And 206 VPs remaining. Now at the 20-minute mark, 21-minute mark, you slowly should think about VPs. Pop cap wise, both armies are equal. Therefore, the game is really even. It's really hard to judge who will come on top at the moment. VP wise, slight favor for Inca, but it's to be expected since Nogano ignored VP's majority of the game. This, of course, will slowly change now. And before getting nice damage done, AT gun gets a connection, Sherman gets a nice connection, and the second Sherman shot bounces. The main question that I'm asking at the moment myself is how Inca will, in the long run, deal with the support weapon spam from Oster. Since now, Nate gets cancelled. AT gun is set. Oh, misplay there from Nogano. Setting up the MG while he knew there was a grenade coming. Forces off the MG. AT gun should move forward. Double riflemen are coming forward. AT guns have to be careful. It looks really well at the moment for Nogano. For Inca, still. Double cap getting broken, but still in VP bleeding down for Nogano slowly. Sherman should maybe move over here. By the way, I think Inca switched vehicle crews from the Stuart into the Sherman. Oh, that might be a dead Grenadier. Yes, and that's a big victory there for Inca. I have to say, his unit preservation is on point. He didn't lost a single infantry squad in this game. And that's something to be proud of. And such a high level. Stuart coming in, going probably for the blinding shot. AT gun is setting up, will get one shot in. Yes, but misses. Second P4 down on the 5th from Nogano. But second Sherman already on the way for IncaUna. Oh, a little bit overconfident there maybe. No blinding shot yet from the Stuart. Stuart should fall back. Use focused sight maybe. Oh, and the Stuart completely unnecessary. But Sherman might get snared. At a P4, I'm sorry. Sherman really low over here. Has to run. One more shot is needed. AT guns can't support. Sherman might go in. No. Blitzkrieg saves the day. The AT gun still pushing forward. Might be the huge misplay there. AT gun still are running, but the Grenadier support is coming in. AT gun setting up. Might be a little bit overconfident. MG42 gets wiped, but can't be get stolen for sure. AT gun should run. Sherman will hit soon the field. Full retreat is definitely needed by Inca. Inca will definitely lose one rifleman. Oh, Cruz should jump into the Sherman. Cruz should jump into Sherman. Oh, not focusing correctly. The rifleman gets away. Sherman is crewed. MG is setting up. AT gun gets decrewed. Gets a recruit immediately from the Pioneers. AT gun gets a shot in. I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know. And MG still being decrewed. Second Sherman now comes around the corner and the P4 goes down. Now 100 VPs remaining. Meanwhile, Inca was sitting comfortably on the triple cap in this engagement that didn't went as planned for him. And I think Nogano thrown in the towel. Let's see once the game realizes. But I highly doubt that Inca lost this game. No movement from Nogano's army. The game stops again. Let's wait a few seconds before we make a judgment here. And yes, Nogano drops. Did Inca lost a single game? Is infantry squad against Nogano? What's up, Von? Of course you did better, Kappa. Wow, Inca just showing off. You sure did. Let's have a look. The Steward died. Fair enough. That was a really entertaining game. Inca even being behind on kills. Normally not a good sign for USF, but... He lost the vehicle crew? That can't be true. That must be the vehicle crew because of the steward, right? Yeah, no infantry wipes. The AT gun got decrewed once. And only the steward died, so... 2 wipes there. Only on the side of Inca. Have a look at Nagano. He had lost 3 pioneers, an MG, AT guns got decrewed, lost the P4, 1 grenadier as well. 5 pioneers! That's really bad. If you lose 3 pioneers. Especially if it was a Vet 2 pioneer.